when you're about to do something, when you're about to go somewhere, and a part of you is saying no, listen to that part of you that is saying no. That is your instincts talking to you. Your instincts cannot be wrong. Hello, guys. No, not hello, guys. I don't like that. Hello, guys, hi, guys. You know why? Because almost everybody says hello, guys, hi, guys. Like, I'm sick and tired of hearing it. So, right now, instead of saying hello, guys, hi, guys, hello, everyone. Yeah, that's better. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? How you all doing? Okay, so right now, I promised you that I was gonna gist you something. There's one gist I want to give to you people. This is something that happened to me a few days ago. Guys, don't mind my video. I refuse to do that landscape stuff because it's just me talking and I don't care. Like, let me just do it the normal way that people make videos. And something else, I have sore throat, so you'll notice that my voice will be dancing from light to thick, from one sound to another. Just don't mind it. It's the sore throat changing my voice, but that's okay as long as you can hear me. So let me just see what happened to me a few days ago. I'm sure that you guys are all aware that there's this serious fuel scarcity in Nigeria. So that's how, because of this situation, because of these developments, I wasn't able to fuel my car. I think what happened was I went to the filling station and they said they had closed. They were not selling until the next day. So I'm like, okay, no problem. And the next day, they wouldn't sell in the morning. They usually sell late at night or late in the evenings. Let's say 8, 9, 10. That's when they sell. So definitely, I didn't have fuel in my car to go to work. And I wouldn't have fuel the next morning to go to work. So definitely, I would have to use a taxi. And all these, transport companies, I don't want to mention their name or let me not mention their name. There's nothing wrong in mentioning their name, but I don't want to, sound like I'm doing advert for someone or I'm trying to run down someone's business. But you all know the two major taxi companies in Nigeria. So that's how I just, logged into the account, booked a ride. My location was on. I booked the ride from my house to my office. I was shown the approximate amount I'll pay, and then I was trying to eat, but the driver was so close, about 1 or 2 minutes away, and there's no way you keep a driver waiting. It's not acceptable to keep a driver waiting for you. So what I did was I just quickly packed my food, into what's it called? Quickly packed my food and immediately I booked the ride. Most of the drivers wouldn't wait for you to call them. Most of them call you immediately you book the ride. So yeah, I remember that driver, he called me just immediately after I booked. I don't know if you can hear some noise. I'm in a mechanic workshop at the moment, so bear with me. So as I was saying, yeah, when I booked the Uber, the driver called me almost immediately and we spoke. I told him, okay, this is where I am, just follow the map. And he followed the map. He came to the exact place I was. He came to, my house. And I told him, okay, I'm coming downstairs ASAP. And yeah, I went downstairs. I didn't waste his time. He didn't waste my time. Everything was cordial. And then when I got downstairs, you have to, you know, you have to, what's that thing? You have to be vigilant. Make sure that the description of the car matches what was shown to you in the app. So yeah, each time I take that, I use that company, I always make sure that the color, the plate number, the picture of the person, I check all of those details, and I make sure that, yeah, the description really matches who is in front of me. So when I went downstairs, I checked the number, the color, and the face of the driver, and then yeah, and then I hopped in. Sorry guys, the noise is really so much. It's also affecting me. So what I'll do right now is to wind up. Let me see if that would help. Yeah, I think that's better. At least now you guys can hear me. So after checking the details of the car, the particulars of the car, I went in. Then when I went in, the driver had not started the ride, and that was the right thing to do. He hadn't started the ride, so I asked him. Yeah, I told him, you can start the ride now. That was when he was about moving. So he started the ride. And when we were on our way, we had brief discussions, Abby. Brief discussions. We're just having a little chit chat about what's happening. Yeah, so when we got to my office, I alighted, paid him, showed me the money that was reading in the app. I alighted, paid him. I think I was on promo. Yeah, I remember I was on promo, about 40% promo, or 30 or 20. I can't remember really the exact figure, but I know I was on promo. So I paid him and he left. Immediately I alighted from the car, I gave him a 5-star. You know why? Because everything was on point. He was he knew exactly what he was supposed to do. That driver knows his job. He was polite. Everything was on point. He didn't lie about the condition of the car. No cheating, no nothing. Do you get? That's how it's supposed to be. So that's how I went to my office. Did everything I was supposed to do. Did everything I was supposed to do when it was closing time. You know that closing time now, the close of work is definitely the period where you have loads of traffic on the road, because a lot of people are closing from work, a lot of people are going home from their businesses, so there'll be that traffic on the road. So definitely the price will be higher, the fare will be higher. So if you're used to taking these taxis, you know that the fares are always higher during evening periods. So I understood that already. So the second person, when I was about leaving the office, my phone was on. I plugged my phone, so it was still unplugged, was charging. So I booked the second ride home. And then the guy that picked it, the driver that picked it, guess what happened? It was reading that he was 10 minutes away. 10 solid minutes away. Why? How do you do that? And if you're 10 minutes away from where I am, you're definitely not within. You're not in that vicinity. For those of you that know Abuja very well, I was in Jabi. The guy that picked the ride was in Kado Estate. Was in Kado Estate. Was it Kado or Gwarimpa? I was in Jabi. The guy that picked the ride was in, I think, either Kado Estate or Gwarimpa. How do you pick a ride in Jabi and you're in Gwarimpa? Why? Why? Well, I wanted to cancel the ride, but I said no. This guy has a reason for doing this. Probably he has not, been working since morning. He has not been seeing customers, or he hasn't been, getting customers since morning, or probably he's just coming out. He's desperate to make money today. So I was considerate. Honestly, I thought about canceling that ride. But on the second thought, I was considerate. I said, no, this man definitely has a reason for doing this. Definitely, because it's not normal. So I considered that, and then I waited, and it was reading 10 minutes away. After a while, to read 8 minutes away. After a while, to read 7 minutes away. I waited, and guess what? The driver never called. Unlike other drivers that will call you immediately, it's either you're calling in app or you're calling with your credits. Like, it's very simple. The driver never called. From 10 minutes to 7 minutes to 6 minutes, the driver didn't call. I'm like, okay, maybe this driver doesn't know that he picked this ride. Let me even call him and find out. And I called him. I say, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, please, where exactly are you? He said, I mean, um, I'm in this junction. I said, okay, where exactly? Which junction? He said, this junction that is in front of this junction. That was what this man did, and he ended the call. I'm like, please, somebody should pinch me. Am I dreaming? What's happening? What's really happening? Is he serious or not? I still waited though. All this while, my instinct was telling me, end the ride. Cancel this ride. Cancel this ride. I still didn't listen to my instinct. And that is where my message is based on today. Let me tell you something. We are not just human beings. Like, we are not just this physical being you're seeing. The face, the skin, and all that. No, there's more to life. There's more to this. We have instincts. Some people believe it's your guardian angel that is talking to you. Some people believe it's your good side, because we all have good and bad side. Some people believe it's your good side that is talking to you. So, but the constant thing is that when you have instincts are like your thoughts, the good side of your thoughts that can never be wrong. I've never seen anybody saying my instinct was wrong. I've never heard anyone say my instinct was wrong. Everybody's instinct is always right. The problem we have is that we don't follow our instincts, particularly me. I didn't follow my instincts on this one. I didn't. Because if I did, I would have cancelled that right from the beginning. I didn't follow my instincts on this one. Yeah. So, I want to urge you all, when you're about to do something, when you're about to go somewhere, and a part of you is saying no, listen to that part of you that is saying no. That is your instincts talking to you. Your instincts cannot be wrong. It cannot be wrong. Your instincts are always right. It's left for you to listen to your instincts or not. Okay? So that day, my instinct told me to cancel the ride, but what I had was empathy for the man, and I just wanted to consider him. That's why I didn't end the ride. So after the drama he did with the arm on junction and all of that, he refused to tell me where he was. Then I waited. In my mind, I was like, okay, after all, I'm not running home to do anything. Let me just sit. Let me just sit and wait for him. I've already said I'll sit and wait for him. Let me just sit and wait for him. In my mind, though, that's what I was saying in my mind. So I sat down in the office. I waited for this man. When the man finally came, okay, when he started approaching where I am, he now asked me, Madam, where are you? Where are you? Is it this company? Is it this building? Is it so? He didn't even know exactly where I was. And he was telling me that he was in a junction in front of me. So I let that slide. He came to, my office. And then when I saw the car, God, the car was dusty, was unkempt, was faulty. The car was vibrating like this. Like if that car should move an inch, it will divide into two. I am not exaggerating. That's exactly what happened. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, I never mentioned a word. I didn't know what to tell him. I just entered quietly. I'm telling you that my clothes got stained from the dust in the car. The dust in the car was like, they parked this car in a place for over 2 months and nobody has used it. That was how it was. And I'm wondering how the company would allow that kind of car to work for them, to work in their company. Like, don't they do inspection? They are supposed to do inspection. When the man came, I was dumbfounded. I'm telling you, a lot of you listening right now would not enter that car. Not because you're trying to be difficult or stubborn, but what I saw was not it. Okay, well, let me continue. So that's how I entered. When I entered, after driving for some time, I now asked him, please, can you on the AC? Everywhere is hot. He now said, okay, you put on the AC. Then he went ahead and started putting on the AC. He did that thing for like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm like, in my mind, I was like, this is a very simple thing. Just, it's either it's a button or it's something you switch, or I don't get it. Like, what's up? He now say, and this guy, I took it for repair. So this guy told me that he has repaired it too. Hi, he's working, but he's working small. He's just working small. When he said, I'm like, okay, I'll manage this small, just put it on. Even this small, I did not see. Turned out that the man was just lying to me. I'm like, all this while, when I was observing all these things, I never said a word to him. In my mind, I was just talking to myself in my mind. I was like, why lie when you know that I'm still sitting in this car with you and I'll still find out the truth? Why lie? Why did you tell me that there was AC in the car when there was no AC in the car? Why did you tell me that you took it for repairs? Why did you tell me that it's working a little when none of these statements are true? God. So I felt sorry for myself that day. Then the one that bust my head, hey God. The man is a reckless driver. That driver is a reckless driver. Let me tell you. That driver is a reckless driver. Before you know, he always wanted to be in front. If he sees a car behind or beside him, he wants to maneuver. You know how these bikers, they feel like they can pass anywhere, they want to maneuver. That's what the man was doing. And then the person that he's, struggling the road with, the person will just like, okay, what's wrong with you? Why are you driving like this? He will say, I beg you. Person not go pass you again. The road on your papa road. You know what make person pass you in a while. He had that altercation with about 3-4 people during that single ride though. Then The other thing he did was, there was a lady that had this very big jeep. She was going her own je, the way people say. This man started doing the maneuver, something he wants to pass, and she didn't want it. Before you know, the man just drove, was very rough. Before you know, I have a call, please hold on, let me answer my phone. So everyone, as I was just saying, I said that was what happened though. That's how this man was driving recklessly, like he didn't care if there was someone in the car. He didn't care if there were other people on the road. He didn't care about other road users. He was just acting recklessly, which is not nice. So, when he did that, when I alighted from the car, I didn't give him a 5 star like I did the other person, the first person that took me to work. I didn't give him a 5 star because he didn't do well. Yeah, he didn't do well. So at that time, I thought about um, dropping a review about my experience with him on the app, because after every ride you can drop your review and let the company know how the driver did. So I wanted to drop my review, and you all know the review I'm going to drop is not nice, which is the normal thing to do, but I just left it. I still consider the man like, I won't be the one to drop a negative review. I don't know if the review would affect him, affect his performances or something. So that's it too. That's how I didn't drop that review anymore, because I actually considered him. I didn't drop that review anymore. But what I really wanted to point out is the fact that I didn't follow my instincts. If I had followed my instincts, I wouldn't have experienced that. My instincts are correct, like 100% correct all the time. So I just want to urge us all to follow our instincts. Sometimes you discover that you want to do something and your mind is not telling you to do that. You want to, do something, and then one part of you is saying, don't do that. That's your instinct talking to you. Yeah. So that being said, yeah, I just felt like talking. I just felt like, telling you people some stories, gisting you people some stories, which is fine. Maybe the next video I'm going to drop would be a do-it-yourself video. I'll probably be teaching you how to, prepare Nigerian fried rice. I think that'll be the next video I'll drop, how to prepare Nigerian fried rice. You guys watch out for it too. So, yeah. This is your girl, Jennifer Chris. Please, if you are a new subscriber, subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. You're loved. Yeah. Bye.